Hey there, Pisces. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. I'm doing your November 2019 tarot reading. I just shuffled your cards and laid them out, but I haven't looked, so let's just jump into it. Let's see what's at the bottom. So at the bottom, you have the Two of Swords. So this is going inward to make a decision, really trying to think about things objectively as possible, trying to keep your emotions out of it. Yeah. All right, let's keep reading. And my brain went completely empty, so I guess that's all there is to say about that. We have the Seven of Wands, defending your position without getting defensive. The Eight of Swords, so you may have some sort of connection with Aquarius. This just came up twice in their reading. Denial, not seeing the elephant in the room, feeling tied to something you don't want to feel tied to, feeling trapped. This can be codependency, denial, an addiction, a difficult person, family situation, all sorts of things. It's kind of like the devil card, the light devil card. We have another Eight of Strength. Yeah, making yourself vulnerable, having the strength to say, I need help. Especially with these two together, it's like, I'm having trouble with something and I need help. And that's strength, right? It's not brute strength, force, like, yeah, I can beat these people. I can win. I'm going to, argue myself. Although this card argues against that, not getting defensive, but just calmly stating the facts and stating your case and not biting, not getting sucked into that type of, those people that just want to fight and argue. Doesn't even matter what it's about. They just want to get a rise out of you and be able to like fuss at you and be angry at you and get you upset. The World. A phase coming to an end. So having to defend yourself, feeling tied to something, that's all coming to an end. That's what it is. You're making a decision. Something recently gave you a shift in perspective. Someone may have been sick, or you may have been sick, but it's like you had to take a time out and really go within. It's reminding me of the Hermit energy and make some decisions. And you had a real shift in perspective. Like, I don't need to be tied to this. I can break free from the situation. And yes, it's going to take a lot of strength. And I'm going to have to be vulnerable and maybe even admit I did some things wrong or I was in denial about things. But I can do that. Could be something like, and again, this is Aquarius, breaking some sort of, not all family legacies are good, but breaking some sort of negative family pattern and you being the one to end. Like, it's not going past my generation. I'm going to put that to an end. This angry, walking away from something. You're going to have to, another Eight, right? Remove yourself from a situation and you're going to have to do it. This is not something you can pin on someone else. You have to have the strength to do it. So some phase in your life is coming to an end and it's time for a new beginning. Let's see what this is. So two big cards here. And the King of Swords. Yeah, this is someone left brain. This is a lawyer, a counselor. So this, you may want to go to some mental health counseling to help get everything, to get from here and here. So like denial and feeling defensive to like this calm place of being able to make a decision, even when people around you are facing off and you should do this. And you may have a family that's like just really in your business and you realize, oh my God, like I'm allowing them to um, I'm allowing them to get me involved in things or do things that uh, I don't want to do. So this is really taking the emotion out of it and seeing things clearly and doing the work. This is some honesty and some truth. You have to be really ready to face the truth, either yourself or with someone, and lay down. I mean, he lays down the law, right? If he isn't illegal, he lays down the law. But if you're able to come to it from a place of, I need help, I have a problem, I screwed up, I'm dealing with someone that has a problem, whatever it is. I'm my mom, I'm my dad, and they were abusive, and I've carried that. I have a drinking problem. I think I might have a mental health problem. I have enormous amounts of anxiety. I feel less than. So that's all coming to an end. I mean, yeah, it's not like, please, we all have anxieties and issues and that we always are struggling with, but it's like, it's like that break, instead of a breakdown becoming a breakthrough. So it's really a fresh start. It's not like something came to an end, although it may feel like it in some way, but it's really a new beginning to a better, more healthy life where you're going to have healthier relationships and with yourself and other people, or this is someone in your that you're dealing with. But you may need to cut away from someone if you are with someone that's super toxic, and is influencing. You may need to make a clean break. Maybe you've been in denial about that. So that's tough to break away, especially if it's family. Um, but it's just like, I need to do this for me. You don't need to. You're gonna be, what do I want to say? Challenged, or what's the word? It's going to be hard not to fall back into those patterns that are instilled in us in childhood, right? We don't even know. We don't even realize. We don't even realize that we've turned into our parent that we maybe didn't have a great relationship with, or we didn't even realize that we're carrying this stuff from an incident. It reminds me of, I don't get any money for this. Chelsea Handler has a new book, Life Will Be the Death of Me, but she talks about how she finally decided to go to therapy. And I'm probably saying this wrong, but basically she goes in and is like, yeah, my brother died when I was 9, but, I don't want to talk about that. Because I know that. I know what happened. It's not like I'm not aware of that. But then she comes to realize, like, everything was about that. Everything was about your parents getting divorced. Everything was about that one thing that you don't think. You're like, yeah, I know it. It's fine. No, trust me. I'm not a therapist, so don't trust me. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But, it all goes back to that one thing you don't want to think it goes back to. And so you're having these aha moments. Yes, you have a total change in thinking. You're making this decision. Oh, yeah. You're like, I don't want to be like this anymore. I don't want to be around that type of person, or I don't want to be that type of person. And you're done. When this happens, you're done. Whoops. Sorry, I hit my computer. You're not going back. Like, it is the straw that breaks the camel's back. And it doesn't even have to be something huge, but it's like, that's the last time I'm going to lose my temper. That's the last drink I'm going to have. That's the last time this person is ever going to treat me like that. That's the last time I'm going to fill in the blank. And it's a wake-up call. And when these type of judgment situations come in, things are never the same again. You can't, because you may have in the past, but this time you're not going back into denial. You're going to deal with it head on, right? Even this He's dealing with it. He's facing it. So this shift in thinking, and what's so beautiful is that, yeah, something that's been hidden that you haven't wanted to examine, that once you do face it, things start to change really quickly. And you feel better, and it doesn't mean it's not going to be tough, but with a little bit of patience, you'd be surprised how much better you're going to feel. And you're probably going to be like, why didn't I do this years ago? Because like, why, but some of these things are so ingrained in us that it's so hard. Can be so obvious to other people, but we just don't even see it because it's just such a part of us. So thank you, Pisces, for watching. I hope you have a fantastic November, and I'll see you at the next video. Take care.